The Climate Vulnerable Forum reminds us of a simple truth. Climate change discriminates. Those most profoundly affected by climate change are those who already endure multiple forms of discrimination because of their gender, because of their economic status, because they are members of indigenous peoples or minorities, because they are migrants or internally displaced, because of their age, or because they are people with disabilities. Climate change also discriminates on the basis of geography. Entire nations may sink beneath rising tides, while droughts, floods, and wars strikes others. Whole ecosystems and ways of being may cease to exist, and the worst affected are always the poor. At this summit, we will hear the voices of countries and people which have contributed the least to climate change and now suffer its harshest consequences. Their calls to action must be answered. The principle of common but differentiated responsibility must be put into practice, and we need ambitious climate action that reshapes our global energy infrastructure, making safe, clean energy accessible to all persons with full respect for their rights. To prevent the worst impacts of climate change, states must strengthen their mitigation commitments and national determined contributions. This is a human rights obligation. Government must also ensure that those affected, particularly those in vulnerable situations, have access to effective remedies and the necessary means of adaptation to enjoy lives of human dignity. States must cooperate with each other and empower all people to participate in climate decision-making. We need more clarity and better data to demonstrate disproportionate harm being inflicted on women, indigenous people, and others disproportionately affected by climate change. They're often the custodian of traditional knowledge and conservators of lands and natural resources. Their efforts to protect biodiversity and ecosystems contribute to climate change mitigation and climate resilience. They must be at the center of our efforts. The COP24 in Katowice is our opportunity to ensure that climate actions taken under the Paris Agreement respect, promote, and consider human rights and facilitate evidence-based decisions founded on the best available science. I urge the Climate Vulnerable Forum to lead the way. Thank you.